Good bite. Yo, how black that fish is. That's a dark fish, man. Hey, welcome to another episode of 10 Horse Monty YouTube channel. We're out here on the lake today. Got a little bit of wind, got 90-degree temps. It's hot out here, and it's a great way to start the morning, or the afternoon. It's not morning. It's like, what time is it? 3 o'clock, something like that. We got a few hours to fish, but I'm just kind of taking advantage of this wind, just fishing the grass line and just throwing a little worm. Just a little 7-inch worm, 3/8 ounce weight, little 3/0 hook, got 15-pound test, and I just got this rod. This is the Virtus Jewel EMA. This is the 7-foot medium heavy fast game changer. So Red Diamond series game changer, very sensitive rod. Just playing around with it, and we're gonna go down this grass line a little bit and see if we can snatch up a few bites on the old worm, man. Nothing very complex about a worm, but it's that time of year when it gets tough out here right now. There he is. Nice fish. Nice fish. Mixed it up on the chatterbait. Fishing this grass point out here. That's a good fish. Ate it. Ate it like it's supposed to. Ah, I got off. Damn it. Shout out to Ron on that one. That sucked. That's about a 5-pounder. There he is. Little guy, but so what? Take him. Dude, he pooped all in the boat. Dang it. Look at that nasty little sucker. There we go. There we go. There we go. You know what I meant to say. That's fun, man. Little chatterbait bite going on out here in the wind. Just, I don't know, just pulled out off the bank. Worm bite kind of went away. We're just mixing it up, folks. We're just mixing it up, man. It's the middle of the day. Got to do what you can do, but I had 2 bites on that chatterbait, so we're going to keep throwing that. There he is. Pop that thing out of the grass. And got off. God dang it, why are they getting off? Ah. There he is. I think those are stripers. No, it's a bass. Alright, got him. Got him, man. Just really slow rolling in this grass. We just found a little point that's got some fish on it. Just throwing a green pumpkin chatterbait with a little zoom speed crawl in the back. And I've had several bites. I'm really having to slow roll this thing. And that's one thing about chatterbait that you have to do a lot of times is really slow it. I can barely feel. I mean, I've got this 7'3" Virtus Jewel. This is their buzzbait vibrating jig rod, 7'3" medium heavy, and it's in the Cura series. And this thing's made for a bladed jig, and it's vibrating just a little bit. So I'm trying to get it slow enough to where I can just barely feel it vibrating. Because you got to remember, even though the blade, maybe the blade's not even really thumping, it's still a swim jig. So it's still got that swim jig profile. So even if that blade's not really thumping much, it's still got a little bit of flash, and they'll still hit this regardless, because you know they hit a swim jig for sure. But I need to sharpen this hook, and I may try a little mini max too, just to mix it up, because I have missed a couple fish, and I'm not quite sure why. If they're just not getting it, sometimes they come up from behind and they suck it in. They get this blade, and when you set the hook, the blade pops like that, and it makes them open their mouth. So you will miss some fish with that, but we got to get back out there. fish. Ah, got off again. Dang it. All right, we're gonna switch this up. Already lost so many fish in this chatterbait. And I know I'm kind of horsing them, so that's got a lot to do with it. But we're gonna put a different one on there, see if it makes a difference. I'm gonna put that mini max on there. A little bit smaller bait. Let's see what happens. All right, this is just I believe this is a 3/8 ounce. 3/8 ounce Z-Man mini chatterbait, mini max. Green pumpkin. Got a little, this is like a hog farmer spunk shad. I think this might be the, I don't know, the collab with the Missile Baits version. It's a pretty cool color though. But I'm gonna try that sucker. See if we can get a little bite. See if they'll stay hooked up. This has an EWG hook. Now it's a bigger hook. I mean, I don't know. It's a smaller hook, but it's a little bit bigger. I don't know. We'll see. I just want to change it up. I probably won't even get a bite now that I'm changing this. You catching any? Catching a few small ones. I had to take a sandwich break. Are you Stephanie?
Absolutely.
I was just taking a wild guess. Is that Todd up front or not?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. Well, it's good to meet you guys.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Yeah.
Because he said, that looks like Gabe. And I said, well, holler. And if he responds, we know it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I knew I'd run into you eventually.
Yeah.
I know you ran into Ron not too long ago. DeRosa. Yeah.
It was in the parking lot.
Okay.
Yep.
There he is. Look at fish. Come off that lay down. On spinnerbait. Nice fish. There we go. Pretty good solid fish. Just on a little finesse spinnerbait, just a little 1/4 ounce spinnerbait. Slid back at his cove here. Got some shad everywhere, and man, that's a healthy fish. Wow, sucker has been feeding up, super fat. Just throwing it on this little. I mean, I know I'm talking about these Virtus rods all the time, but this is a pretty good one. This little spinnerbait finesse jig rod, 6'10". It's a small rod, but it's great for this little 1/4 ounce spinnerbait. It's great for 3/8 ounce too, but good fish. Interesting colors. That little black, those gill plates, it's pretty cool. Man, that thing is built right. That is just a beautiful specimen. It's a little laydown right there. I just slow rolling it along that laydown and doom. Sucked it in. We kind of mixing it up, man. You got to mix it up this time of year. Yeah, 2 bites on the spinnerbait right there. Put that worm in there maybe. Got him. Oh, he got off. That was a big fish. Dang. Sucker shot from around the grass. It's kind of a weenie hook set. Son, that sucker hit right on that weed line. Shot out about right there before I set the hook. Kind of know what to do. If we get a bite on the spinnerbait, we can pick up the worm. But let's just keep covering them. Let's cover some more water on the spinnerbait so we can get on the bite. There's thousands and thousands and millions of shad in here. We got a little bit of wind, which is why I picked up this bait, the spinnerbait versus the crankbait, and we got both of them tied on, so we got a lipless. Stay in here for a little bit, kind of mix it up, see if they like one over the other. There. Got him that time. Just can't set the hook, you gotta keep pulling. Little guys. I know a couple of those seem like they're bigger than that. Damn it, come on, settle down, buddy. Sucker hooked me anyway. Got me right in the thumb. Look at that. As much as I was trying to be careful, the sucker still shook. It's not bad, but could have been bad. It's alright, I'm just going to catch another one. Another bite. There he is. They're in there. It's weird, I just got to keep reeling though. If I set the hook, they come off. That's a little bit better one. Like I said, folks, we was mixing it up. I was throwing that spinnerbait through there, and I got slammed like 5, 6, 7 times, and they just wouldn't get it. So I picked up this little rattle trap. And man, when they hit it, you got to keep reeling. I can't really set for whatever reason, but if I just keep reeling, they load up. All right, so what we've done is we're back on a flat. It's a real shallow flat, you know, 2 to 3 foot of water, and there's shad everywhere, and there's, you know, there's some stumps and stuff, just some wood, laydowns, things like that. There are a ton of bass in here, a lot of small fish, but every once in a while I'm getting a bite by a decent fish. But millions of shad. This is something that happens in the late summer and into the fall. Is, you know, you get a lot of shad up that pull up really, really shallow. I mean, the water temp's like, what is the water temp? Yeah, like 85 degrees on the Garmin, 88 on the Lowrance. So this is really, really shallow, stained, hot water, but there's fish back here. So we're just poking around. It seems like when I get hear some fish blowing up, I can fire that rattle trap in there and get a bite. But as far as just covering the visible cover that I'm seeing, I've been kind of throwing that spinnerbait, and you know, I did miss a really big one on a worm. It hit my spinnerbait a couple times, and I flipped that worm in there a couple times, and my line just shot off, and I set the hook, and I don't know what happened. Just didn't get a hook in them, but this is definitely something to look for this time of year. Little guy. Okay. There we go. Rattle trap. Getting a lot of bites and a lot of little fish in here. There he is. Dang it. I can get this one in. Nope. What the heck? What the heck is going on? It's crazy. It's like the most fish I've ever missed in one day on all different baits. Yeah, at least you're getting bites. There he is. It's a crappie, isn't it? Yeah. Big old crappie. Look at that, guys. Watch this, I'll get a crappie in, but I can't get bass in. Yeah, it's crazy. So I missed so many bass today, and I get a crappie, which are notorious for pulling off little paper mouths, and get them in. It's a nice fish. They're just chasing these shad around. Just make 1,000 casts, and you get a bite every once in a while. It's fun, though. It is fun. These fish are fairly aggressive. I mean, you gotta, I don't know, you just gotta keep casting, keep casting. Been kind of burning it. It seems like that's working better than slow rolling it. Nice fish. That's fun. All right, folks, we're about out of time. Got about 30 more minutes, and I can hear some thunder off in the distance. So I'm gonna go scramble, hit a couple more spots. I'm kind of gonna pick up that toad, cover a little water with the toad. Maybe I can get a big bite. If not, I'm gonna have to slow down and kind of work with that worm and maybe a jig a little bit. I don't know, but we don't have much time. Ran into Todd, Stephanie. Shout out to them. They've always been on the live stream, and I've never met them. Never met them as many times as we've been on the lake. And it's cool to have a little conversation with them. So, camera down, fire up the motor. We're gonna try to make something happen here in about 30 minutes. There he is. All right, man, that's gonna wrap it up. Not the biggest fish in the lake to end on, but man, it is looking burly back behind us. I mean, I think I got just enough time, maybe, to get the boat on the trailer and get out of here, because we got a toad strangler coming. I've been listening to thunder off in the distance, and it has arrived. But give me a thumbs up if you appreciate the content, and don't forget to subscribe. We had fun out here, man. We caught some fish. Fishing's really hit or miss. Last couple times I've been out, it's been kind of slow. Today was a little bit better, and I like it, man. You kind of bounce around, do a little bit of everything. The wind just kind of died down right when these storms kind of started brewing, coming off in the distance. It seemed like it kind of got somewhat flat, and that killed that chatterbait bite, spinnerbait bite, that kind of stuff. But we had fun, just throwing a little worm, man. It gets tough. Throw a little worm. First fish of the day was on a worm. Last fish of the day was on a worm. Until next time.